Okay, so yeah, well, I usually say what's happening YouTube, but instead, what's happened YouTube is the actress, rather, the voice actress that voiced Kyrie for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and I think she did, if my research serves right, also did Shion's voice for Dream Drop Distance. She passed away, I think 3 days now, and it was the day right after the D23 occurred, and it was really hard because we was, the for just, I mean, it's hard for just passing, but like for also right after an event that's celebrating some that she helped build was just, I mean, that's just that's a hard page in history is what that is. And she's done a whole lot other films and stuff, but this is what I know her for, is Kingdom Hearts. And Hayden was so talented, though. I've seen many clips now that honestly have just about made me cry all day, honestly. But it's terrible. Just for anyone to die that young, to pass that young, it's just you. It's I don't still, I guess, still kind of processing one of my beloved voice actresses, just passing away from. So I wanted to tribute her the only way I know how here, and that is first talk, because I mean that's like the whole subject of like Day of the Dead, is keeping the memory alive, passing down the history that you know of them to everybody. And so I mean that's what I like to do with my channel anyways, is pass down history. So let's pass down the history that through my perspective of the voice actress for Kyrie, Hayden Panettiere. I cannot pronounce the last name. I'm so sorry. For me, the story would start as many. I bought a couple of PlayStation 2 games or my parents rather bought them for me when I was a kid. I sat down in my room, going through a couple, just tried out. I can't even remember, right? And then I saw one with, this game that looked. Frankly, I have been introduced to Dragon Ball Z by this point, so I kind of thought it looked very anime-ish, and I was like, I've never played an anime game before. So I popped in this game called Kingdom Hearts, and as I, put it into the PlayStation 2, I remember looking deeper into onto the cover and being like, oh wait, is that Donald Duck? Is he holding some? What is this? And I look up and there's Goofy too, and I'm like, okay. And then I finally decide to flip the the game over, because I could go into detail about how I got so many just games where I didn't even know what ones I had, but that's a story for another time, right? But background knowledge to know, I had not looked at all the games I had, ever less back and front and back of the cases, right? And so I look at the back of this one and I see several just iconic Disney characters, and I'm like, what am I getting into here? And I set up the game and everything, and obviously the first thing that hits you in Kingdom Hearts is just always the music. Every single time, instantly boots up and just beautiful symphony in every single game. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, but we'll see. But I am almost positive it's every single game. And you know, I started a new game. I chose the easiest difficulty because I've never played, and what I was thinking at the time is an anime game before. And it starts with this cinematic that just would blow anyone's mind, especially kids. But like the intro to Kingdom Hearts 1 is like a top tier anime intro kind of tier, like, you know, like it is next effortless for a video game, and it's phenomenal. And as a kid, I just sat there and I was like, okay, well, I know what I'm gonna have for my next ringtone. Sorry, One Step Closer from Linkin Park, but get out the way. Because the composer is just amazing too, absolutely amazing. Everything, the artist who like, first off, whoever picked the artist for Kingdom Hearts is a genius to recognize how talented that lady is. She is phenomenal. I've seen so many videos of her, and she's just out of this world, right? But then you just, you know, through it all though, if you're watching, if you're not too blown away from also the music, you're also seeing, looking, and you're like, what the hell is going on? you really are. Like, I think it also starts out with obviously Sora saying some pretty philosophical, I guess some people call it mumbo jumbo, but he pretty much starts out saying, is any of this real, or for real, or not? And then it blown away. And then you meet, you know, Kyrie waking you up on the beach. There's Hayden right there. She encapsulated this role just so perfectly. You like, as I was watching clips, I was just hearing, yep, that's Kyrie. That is Kyrie. Cause and I'm skipping ahead because it's gonna be a long journey if I just sit here and talk about the whole franchise. But I'll get to that. Don't worry. At the end of the second one, I'm already crying because Sora and Riku has finally had a bro moment, right? They're finally sat at the beach. They think they're going to be stranded in the realm of darkness forever, and they both accept it because they know that the people they love are in the realm of light because of them, and they know because of them what they just did, they are now safe. And then they find that message in the bottle, and you hear Hayden's voice over the monologue reading such just tragic poetry, right? Knowing that they can't meet again. But then suddenly a flash of light appears, and Sora helps Riku up, and they go into it, and they fall into a sea, and the sea just so happens to be Destiny Island. And not only is Kyrie there, but Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, they're all there too. And Sora holds out his hand with either the keychain or the emblem, good luck charm, that she handed him in the first one of Oathkeeper, is what I was saying about the emblem, because they're pretty much the same thing. They grab hands and she says, "You're home." And every single every single clip that I've seen tributing Hayden ends with that clip, and I think it's because that one just always hits home. So the only other thing I know to do to really honor someone who's just changed my life so much, whose role in just one character has changed my life so much, other than doing this in my Organization 13 robe, is I'm going to stream my just an entire journey. I'm going to go back and play every single Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going to stream it on my computer, on Steam, through, you know, how I record, and post it, my whole journey, on here, on my show. That's what my show is going to be for a couple of, probably, months, I would imagine. In honor of Hayden for changing not just my life, but so many other people's lives. It's the least I feel like I could do. Thank you again for all you viewers who watch this show, and rest in peace, Hayden. Just too soon is all I can say. Just too soon. Which, for you in particular, I would say any soon is too soon. But all the same, thank you, everyone, for watching the show today. Sorry it was so somber. I feel like I needed to do this personally. So thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.